What's up guys, it's Matt from Executive Auto, and right next to me I got a pretty cool vehicle. This is a 2024 Chevy Blazer EV RS. Now this is Chevy's all-wheel drive electric Blazer. Now the Blazer you can still get in an engine vehicle, but this is an electric vehicle. And this is pretty dang cool. It has some really cool unique features that other vehicles don't have. So I'll be taking you through the ins, the outs, the back and everything, and showing you a little about it and all the secret quirks. And before I get started with this video, I want to say a big thank you to Executive Chevrolet in Wallingford, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below. So instead of beating around the bush, I want to get straight into the battery and talk about the differences between this and the rear-wheel drive version. So this has a 102 kilowatt hour battery, and this is all-wheel drive. So it has two motors, power going to the front wheels and power going to the rear wheels. So that gives you 279 miles of EPA rated range, where the rear wheel drive version actually gets you more range. So that gets you 320 miles of range. So you're getting all-wheel drive, but you are getting a little less range. Now actually the rear wheel drive version is more expensive because that more range. And well, how fast does that battery charge? Well, Chevy claims at a level 3 DC fast charger, this can charge 78 miles in just 10 minutes. That is actually pretty incredible. And then at a level 2 home charger, it gets a little less, where it's 25 miles an hour. And then if you want a level 1 standard household outlet, that's around 4 miles an hour. So that's very slow, but the level 3 fast charger is incredibly fast. And it seems like Chevy wanted to be a little different, so they put a button here and that opens up the charging port. So it's an electronic charging port, not some simple door or some latch or whatever. It's this thing, and then hit that and it goes back up. So in all my videos, I open up the hood and talk about the engine, but there's no engine in this vehicle. So I'm just gonna talk about horsepower right now. This has 280 horsepower and 333 foot-pounds of torque, all going to the 4 wheels. So there's a motor up in front and a motor in the rear, controlling all that power. And since I'm up here, I wanna say there is no front trunk. A lot of other EVs have that, but Chevy decided to not put it in this one. Maybe there's mechanical bits there that we can't see, but this has your washer fluid there and your battery cutoff. So if you get an accident, firefighters or whoever is trained to just cut it there, and the battery cuts off completely in a case of emergency. Under the Chevy Blazer EV RS is unlike any other vehicle, and let me know in the comments if you agree. There is a massive daytime running light bar that goes through the whole entire front of the vehicle. The front emblem actually lights up when your vehicle is charging. So it'll light up, red when it's charging, and it'll light up full green when it's fully charged. There is air pockets on the side here for improved aerodynamics. You have your projector, LED headlights down below there, below the daytime running lights. And instead of just a grille, because this spot would be a normal grille in an engine car, they decided to add some features to it. So it has some weird kind of wavy design. It looks pretty nice. And there still is some airflow down there to cool off the battery pack. And then up top here, you've got your front-facing camera, because this has a 360-degree camera, and then your RS badge on the side. So taking a look at the side profile of the vehicle, it's very low. It's like squished. It's like if they took a normal Blazer and kind of squished it for improved aerodynamics. These wheels are 21-inch alloy rims on all-season weather tires, and these are actually like aerodynamic wheels. I'll pan to it and stuff. And these tires are actually EV specific tires. Now with an electric vehicle, you got a battery, and the battery weighs a lot more than a typical engine. So the tires need to withstand it and withstand the weight of it. So there are companies, and this one's Bridgestone, and Michelin has it, that have certain EV tires that are a little more expensive. So that is one thing you do need to look into, but they support the vehicle well. Open up the rear door of the Chevy Blazer EV. You're greeted to nice material, shockingly. Some nice kind of smooth, soft plastic, some nice leather to rest your arm there, and this really cool carbon fibery bit that's like plastic here and then soft touch plastic there. A spot for a cup or some snacks, speaker grill. Sitting in the passenger seat, you actually have an incredible amount of room, which is pretty nice. This is set to where I'm 5'8", and in the back, I got really good legroom, extremely good headroom. There is no sunroof option in this vehicle, so that is something that if you want a sunroof, look elsewhere, I guess. There is a light, so it's pretty cool. And this red material, it's like red leather and Alcantara throughout the whole entire thing. It's pretty cool. You got a cup holder armrest there, nice plush leather, 2 spots for cup holders. And then down here, you have 2 AC vents, 2 USB-Cs, and this has heated seats because it has the convenience option. And this middle seat right here, sit in, and it's pretty nice because you don't have to man spread. There's no hump here, no transmission because it's an electric vehicle. So you just put your legs there and fit 3 people comfortably. But I will say, if you look at the seats here, I think it might be best to look there. There is that hump for, like, I guess the child safety. So you open that up and you put a, car seat or something there. But that hump you can feel. Now it's not bad, but you can feel that. So as I'm sitting back right now, I can feel my butt hitting that. Not the plastic pieces, but that hump. Open up the front door, you're greeted to nicer material than the rear. So you got leather up here, it's red stitched. The same kind of carbony fiber S-type material on the softer plastic there. And then this nice leather where you rest your arm, a little spot for change, I guess. Your window controls, your mirror controls, and actually it's pretty cool. These are heated, blind spot monitoring, and they automatically fold with just a push of a button. So I think that's pretty cool. Not a lot of vehicles do that. And you have storage pockets for snacks, drinks, speakers, and then the trunk button. Both the driver's and passenger seats are leather and Alcantara all throughout the middle, even for the headrest, which is RS in the middle there. And these are both power operated. They have heated and ventilated controls, and they are extremely comfortable. Let me hop in and show you the insides of this vehicle. Now to turn on the vehicle, all you have to do is put your foot on the brake and the vehicle just automatically turns on. As far as I know, I was looking for a while, there's no start and stop button. It's just put your foot on the brake and it goes. So all you have to do is put your foot on the brake again and then push this down for drive, up for reverse, neutral, park, and you can just go. And this vehicle is a 17.17-inch infotainment screen with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Hit this, you got your different drive modes, normal, sport, snow and ice, Google Assistant, Amazon Alexa, the Play Store, ambient lighting. You can change all the ambient lighting in this. It's like a toy, it's crazy. Charging, shows your different charging, so you can limit your charging if you want. So let's say right now it's set on 80%, so it can't charge you 100 right now. So that'll protect your battery. You can charge it up to 100 if you want, but a lot of people set to 80, lower to help their battery out. And then you could set charge times, different peak hours. Go to camera. So look at, you got standard, it shows your 360-degree view there. You get the front camera, you go to overhead, you show the front half basically, sides, all this different things. You can even go into the settings, or you could hit that. You can go to overhead, side, hitch, if you're trailing something. There's so many different cameras in this vehicle, and there's even a camera in the rear view mirror. So if you want, turn it off, and then you want, turn it back on. So if you have people in the rear or cargo in the rear, you can easily see behind you. So what's really cool about the maps is you can just, California.
Here's what I found.
And it'll send you to that location. But the really cool thing is that you're going to be out of range. If you're going to California, you need multiple charging stops. So it says multiple chargers needed, add charging stop. So it'll show you on your way where the different chargers are. So those are all the different chargers that it's telling you would need to stop. And it has, okay, you're gonna get this charger at this percent, this charger at that percent, you're gonna need to charge for this long, etc. It's like Tesla. Like Tesla has this feature, but now they've integrated it into Google Maps, into the Chevy Blazer. Now, before moving on, I do wanna quickly say there is physical and digital AC controls, but for the heated and ventilated seats, it's only digital. It's not half bad, it's just one simple push and you got it, but at least for the AC controls, it's all physical. So you can turn the dial, turn it on and off, and it's actually a very satisfying dial, pretty nice. And then down below, you have your vents, where they're like fighter jet style vents. Twist them on, off, and then below here, storage, even more storage. Since there's no transmission or whatever, it's just, it's nice. There's all storage here. 2 USB-Cs, deep storage pocket, shut it if you want. 2 cup holders, your wireless charging pad. Open this up and you've got even more storage that goes deep, a USB-C and a cigarette lighter outlet. Now the steering wheel is a leather wrapped heated steering wheel. That's the heated controls there. These are your talk text controls for Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Is your cruise control on the side there. Your regen paddles in the back. So you have regen paddles there and then paddles on the side here for volume up and down for audio. There is a massive gauge cluster screen. It's all digital there. And just hit this button on the steering wheel and you can change to all these different layouts. So you can have your maps displayed all there, all this different simple audio, all these different types of displays. And this vehicle actually has a heads-up display, so you can just look straight up and see your miles per hour and other necessary features. So I talked about the touchscreen and I talked about the gauge cluster, but what is this little thing in the middle? Well, this is your volume controls. So it's a little dial. It actually has a volume, lights up, pretty cool in the center. Your on and off button up there for the touchscreen. And this one pedal drive, so you can turn it on and off if you don't want it. This will turn your vehicle off. So instead of walking out of the vehicle, automatically turns off. You just turn it off through the touchscreen. And this button will keep your vehicle on for 60 minutes. So if you want to do other things, you know, use the touchscreen, do whatever, you can keep your vehicle on. And then that's for your lights. The back of the Chevy Blazer EV RS is like alien-like. It's pretty cool. You got this T-shaped LED tail lights, the Blazer badge. That E logo is specific to all the Ultium battery vehicles that GM's gonna do. So all of them are gonna have that logo going forward. You got the blacked out Chevy bow tie, windshield wiper on the, you know, visible, not hidden, which is, you know, kind of, I would rather it to be hidden, but you do got a really low roof for the third brake light, so I get why they did it. And it's extremely low, and it has these two like points, kind of like little like spoiler lips. It's pretty cool. And the back, you got the all-wheel drive RS badge over on the side, your back-facing camera there. And just with a simple push of a button, the trunk automatically opens up, and you got an incredible amount of storage with the rear seats up. I mean, I could fit two of me in here if I wanted to. With the rear seats down, you get even more storage. You could put a whole Christmas tree in here if you wanted to. And I am noticing there is no cigarette lighter ports, like 12-volt ports in the rear. A lot of other vehicles do. You get two lights and that's it. So you can't really run any appliances or anything like that. If you're camping, you can't relax out in the back. And then open this up and you get your charging cable bag and some extra storage down here. I'll pan the camera to it. But this vehicle does not come with a spare tire. So that is one thing you do want to think about. It doesn't come with a spare at all. And that was a quick video of the 2024 Chevy Blazer EV RS all-wheel drive. I know that's a mouthful, but this is priced at just over $60,000 after delivery fees, after all the options. This is just over $60,000. So what do you think? Is it worth it? Is it not? And a huge thank you to Executive Chevrolet in Wallingford, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. The information we linked down in the description below.